Welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today we are doing a Hunger Games simulation video featuring metal musicians. It's a stupid idea, I just thought of it on the fly, but you know what, it'll be a bit of fun and we get to see who's the strongest and who can kill the most other metal musicians, and that's what we're really here for, you know? Carnage, mayhem, bloodbath. That's what we want. So before we actually start the simulation, before we get into the carnage, tell me in the comments below, who do you think's going to win? Who's your money on? If you had to bet, who's going to win this bloodbath? You know, if I was a betting man, I'd put it all on Varg, because he's probably the only one here who's actually killed someone. So, and he's holding a weapon in his actual picture, so my money's on Varg. What do you guys think? Let me know, and let's get this shit started. This is a dumbass video, but, you know, fuck it. While you wait for Dimmu Borgir and Immortal rankings, they are coming, but I want more time to listen to them, so in the meantime, let's have some fun. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. So Kerry King runs away straight away. Doesn't seem like Kerry King to just turn tail and leg it, but fair enough. Serge Tankian receives a trident. Poseidon himself is blessing Serge in this one. I wonder if he's going to stick it into anyone. But at the moment, he's just grabbed the trident. So he's not doing anything yet. He doesn't seem like the kind to actually attack anyone, so this will be interesting. Mike has run away. Rob runs away. So does Simone. Varg finds a backpack full of camping equipment. He's going camping in the woods, into the wilderness. It seems very apt. Mikael runs, James runs, Corey runs, John Schaefer runs away, and oh, we have our first death. Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse kills Bruce Dickinson with a sickle. Sorry all you Bruce fans, and I'm one of them, but Corpse Grinder's just, you know, he's the singer of Cannibal Corpse. He's got to have that sickle. He just slices Bruce's throat open, and yeah, first death. R.I.P. So next, Phil Anselmo rips a mace out of Rob Flynn's hands. The beef is real. The beef on YouTube was real, and now the beef in the Hunger Games is real. But he didn't bash Rob's head in with it. You know, that's an error. That could come back to bite him in the ass. Fred runs away, to be expected. Maynard James Keenan grabs a shovel. Is that to dig his own grave, or maybe someone else's? We'll find out. Jonathan Davis grabs a shield. You know, that's a good item. You know, block from the sickles and the maces that everyone has. Ozzy runs, Hansi runs. Floor runs away with a lighter and some rope. I don't know if she's planning to hang herself, or I don't know what she's planning to do. And then Till runs away, so only Bruce Dickinson is the first one to die, which is a shame. I was kind of hoping Fred Durst would be the first one, but you know, it is what it is, so let's move on. So day one, Mike, good old Mikey Mike, has camouflaged himself in the bushes. So he's just hiding in the bushes. I think the blue beard might be a bit of a tell. I think people might see a bit of blue in the bush and be like, that's not a bush, that's Mike Portnoy. Danny Filth also camouflages himself in the bushes. I don't know what kind of bushes can camouflage him, but that's fine. Varg scares John Schaefer off. I'm sure that actually happened in real life. With that big ass mace he's got. Yeah, I'd be scared too. Corey Taylor camouflages himself in the bushes, so everyone's just hiding in the bushes. Oh, what's going on here? Jonathan Davis, Floor Jansen, Till Lindemann, and James Hetfield raid Serge's camp while he's hunting. So Serge, I can't remember what Serge had, but there looked like 4 people just ganged up on Serge, so, you know, no love for the System of a Down here. No love for System of a Down. They split up and search for resources. Clever. You know, they're working together, so we got Rab Halford and Maynard working together. Oh, I just read the next one. Fred Durst kills Mikael while he's sleeping. R.I.P. Opeth. R.I.P. my favourite band. It's fucking Fred Durst that does it as well. Oh, I hope he doesn't win. I hope he's going to win at the end now, isn't he? Tom G. Warrior scares Kerry King off. I mean, you think Kerry King's the scariest guy in metal, but I think Tom Warrior could scare him off. I think he could scare anyone off. Next, Phil is running away from Simone. I don't know why. I think he's shy. I think he wanted to ask her for some equipment, some food, but yeah, her just her power just scared the shit out of him, and he just walked on home. Dave Mustaine questions his sanity. Hello, me. Meet the real me. Perfect. Hansi injures himself. I don't know if it's a fatal injury. I'm guessing he, cut himself on a rock. He fell over. We'll see if it actually turns into something deadly. And Corpse Grinder makes a wooden spear. So Corpse Grinder has a sickle and a spear now. And he's already killed someone. So this guy is probably top tier at the moment. So there's 2 cannon shots. Bruce Dickinson and Mikael, R.I.P. Rob Flynn and Varg talk about the tribute still alive. I'm surprised those two are talking together because Rob Flynn's very, leftist PC and Varg is the complete opposite. So it's very interesting to see them two collaborating, Ozzy Osbourne and Mike Portnoy tell stories about themselves to each other. So they're just having a little chinwag. I can see that happening. Jonathan Davis just destroyed Maynard's supplies while he's asleep. Sabotage. Serge is setting up camp for the night. Danny Phil tending to Hansi's wounds. So Hansi is not going to be fatally killed from that wound. Danny is actually helping me. Good old Danny. Gotta love Danny. Fred Durst quietly hums. Yeah, he would. He would, after he just killed Mikael in his sleep. Strangled him in his sleep, and he's just humming to himself. Absolute mad lad. Tom Warrior receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. I wish these unknown sponsors would stop just giving people stuff. The next one, Phil Anselmo convinces John Schaefer to snuggle with him. Okay, then. Right, we're going to move on from that one. Kerry King tries to treat his infection. Didn't know he had an infection, but apparently he's just developed an infection, which could prove to be fatal, we don't know. James Hetfield, Dave Mustaine, and Simone Simmons cheerfully sing songs together. Dave Mustaine, James Hetfield, and Simone Simmons. I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that, maybe. Probably a bit of rivalry between Dave and James, but it's fine. Floor thinks about home, and this is perfect. This is perfect. Till starts a fire. Till Lindemann starts a fucking fire. I hope he sings Firefly while he's doing it. Day 2. Till just discovers a cave. Ozzy receives clean water. Rob Flynn sees smoke in the distance but decides not to investigate. So, I'm guessing Rob Flynn just sees Rammstein's fire he just made, Till's fire he just made, but he smartly decided not to go investigate that fire, which is good, because he probably would have got burned. Corpse Grinder tries to sleep through the entire day. Absolute legend. Rob dies from hunger. So he couldn't find any food in the wilderness. He didn't get any supplies from unknown sponsors. He just starved to death, which is sad, but R.I.P. Rob. All the greats are being killed off, like Bruce, Rob. Who's next? Danny receives water. That's good, because he did help. He did help Hansi's wounds, so I'm glad he's getting some attention for this. Dave collects fruit from a tree, and Kerry King travels to higher ground. I hope they did the Star Wars quote. I hope he does the Star Wars quote. I hope someone's trying to attack him from below, and he just, I have the higher ground! But we'll see. Dave Mustaine is unable to start a fire, and sleeps without warmth. That's because he's gone a bit cuckoo. Maynard is trying to treat his infection, so everyone's just getting infections from the outdoors, I think. Hansi tries to sing himself to sleep, and then the very next one, James Hetfield screams for help. I wonder what's happening there. It's not telling me what's happening. Could be attacked by animals? Could be attacked by another person? We don't know yet. Oh, we got some drama. Danny Filth attacks Kerry King, but Mike Portnoy protects him, killing Danny Filth. Oh, Danny, what's going on? And also, I called it. Kerry King had the high ground. He had the fucking high ground. Danny could not get to him. And Mike just jumped in at the end and just speared him through the neck. So Phil and Corpse Grinder are now cuddling for warmth. Phil's just going around just cuddling with everyone. It's a bit strange. But it's what's happening. It's what's happening. He's a big cuddler, apparently. Varg passes out from exhaustion. Doesn't say he's dead, but he's passed out. Oh, shit. Fred Durst begs Floor to kill him. She reluctantly obliges, killing him. So Fred is probably remorseful for killing Mikael, and he begs Floor, of all people, to do it, and she just crushes his head with her fist, and his eyes explode. That's how I imagine it. That's probably how it went down, and I'm glad it did. So we've got Simone Simmons attacking Jonathan Davis, but he manages to escape like a little weasel. He manages to slip through. Mike is making a spear. James makes a shack. It's a bit extravagant. And then the next big one is Phil Anselmo dies trying to escape the arena. It's a Hunger Games. You don't try and escape the arena. Like the managers and stuff, the people putting on the show will just blow you up. And it seems like Phil doesn't quite understand it. His cuddling days are over. So there's an event in the arena. The arena's turned pitch black and no one can see a thing. So Floor survives, Simone survives, Kerry survives. Hansi flails his weapon around, accidentally killing Jonathan Davis. And Corpse Grinder flails his weapon around, accidentally killing Mike Portnoy. So I don't know what weapon Hansi had, but Corpse Grinder had a sickle and a spear. So he's just waving around a sickle and a spear and just shredded Mike Portnoy. So that's another kill for Corpse Grinder. He's still top of the game at the moment. Corey Taylor, not heard much from him, finds and kills Dave Mustaine, who was making too much noise. He's probably still talking to himself in the darkness. Oh shit! While fighting, Varg and Ozzy Osbourne lose the balance, roll down a jagged hillside, and die. So, that's my pick gone. So they were tossing and tumbling, fell down a jagged cliff, and then just exploded at the bottom. That's a sad way to go. So Surge just killed Tom Warrior, who was making too much noise. John Schaefer finds and kills Maynard, who was also making too much noise, strangles him, and then Till Lindemann trips off a cliff. Trips on a rock and falls off a cliff. I wonder if he was on fire while this was happening, like Denethor from The Return of the King. But yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of RIPs. Let's see. So 11 died that round. 11. Danny, Phil, Fred Durst, Phil, Jonathan Davis, Mike Portnoy, Dave Mustaine, Varg, Ozzy, Tom, Maynard, and Lil. Lil? From the Rugrats. So that falling off the cliff is a death sentence. I wasn't too sure. It could have been water, but no, he splat. Splat. So yeah, let's carry on. We're getting less and less people now. So there's not too much going on here, aside from the last couple where Corpse Grinder is wounded and he's tending to it. Floor cries herself to sleep, and Kerry King's trap kills Surge. So Kerry King set a trap. He's also on top of his game at the moment. So I'm guessing, I don't know what kind of trap it was, maybe like a swinging spear, and Surge just stepped on it, and it went straight through him, impaled him, and he shouted, "I have the high ground!" And the high ground again comes in clutch. So the cornucopia has just been refilled with food, supplies, and weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. And then James Hetfield just snaps Corpse Grinder's neck. That's a hard feat. How does he, he's got, the thickest neck, so I don't know how he manages to do that, but good job. Now Kerry King is the top until the next part. John, Hansi, Demons and Wizards. Simone, Rob, and Corey track down and kill Kerry King. So they're sick of his high ground antics. They are sick of him shouting high ground and trapping people, and they just gang up on him. They beat him down, and he is no more. So Kerry King is no more, Corpse Grinder is no more. It seems like all the nice people are the ones that are fucking destroying everyone. Floor decides not to go to the feast as well, which is probably smart. Day 4. Simone is picking flowers. Seems apt. Floor's hunting for other people. Hansi sets off an explosive, which kills Rob Flynn and Corey Taylor. God damn, Hansi. Brutal. John Schaefer receives an explosive as well. The Demons and Wizards duo, they're gonna come in on top. They're both getting explosives, and he just blew the crap out of Rob Flynn and Corey Taylor. So night 4, James is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Floor begs Simone to kill her, but she refuses, keeping her alive, which makes sense. The friends in real life, they wouldn't do that, so they're okay. Hansi's cooking his food, and John goes to sleep. So far, uneventful night. Hansi just caught James Hetfield off guard and kills him. I wonder if it's with explosives. It doesn't say. I think he uses explosives. It's probably with a rock. He bashed James Hetfield's face in with a rock, and James became the table. John kills Floor as she tries to run. The Demons and Wizards guys are going wild. Going fucking wild. So John has just strangled Floor to death. Hansi has just bashed James's face in, and Simone Simmons tries to sleep for the entire day. So Simone is like picking flowers, sleeping through the day, and she's somehow surviving. If she wins, and Simone is cooking her food. It's turning into like a comedy. She's picking flowers, she's singing, she was singing before, she puts out her food, she's just sleeping for the entire day. She's just having a jolly old time. Oh shit, I think it's all coming to a head. Hansi severely injures John Schaefer and leaves him to die. Doesn't kill him, leaves him to die, bleeding from his wounds. Oh, the Demons and Wizards duo has been split apart, and Hansi is the madman, and Simone Simmons cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. So she's now hanging in the forest, or she's off a cliff, or just she's somewhere splattered. And I think that means Hansi is the victor. Let's find out. Yes, the winner is Hansi Kirch, the singer of Blind Guardian. Probably, I'm going to say probably, the nicest person on this entire... There's loads of nice people on here, but he's like the person who'd just be like your dad or something. And he's the winner. He's the winner. You wouldn't have thought it. I wonder if any of you got that. Who voted for Hansi? If you did, give yourself a round of applause, because he just went mad. He blew people up with explosives. He slashed his band member and left him to die. He was a crazy mofo. So yeah, that was a simulation. It was really stupid. This video was really stupid, but I think it was a bit of fun. So next time you listen to Blind Guardian, always remember Hansi could be round any corner waiting for you to just smother you in your sleep. Let me know if you want me to do more videos kind of like this. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.